Hi guys, how's everybody doing? I haven't talked to y'all in a while. It's been about 5 days since I made my last video. I've been busy doing readings, and of course it was a weekend with the Super Bowl and all that, so I was busy making yummy foods and good things like that. So I hope everybody enjoyed the Super Bowl game, at least enjoyed your family and good food. The game was a little bit boring, wasn't it? Yeah, it was kind of boring. Even the commercials were dull. The commercials weren't even that great or anything. It wasn't that fun. We were having more fun just talking and eating than we were watching the game or the commercials. But it's a good time to get together with your family. Good excuse, right? To eat some yummy foods and have a get together with your family. So today it is horribly foggy outside because it's so warm. It's really, really humid, and it's just foggy. It's supposed to be like 74 degrees today. In the next couple of days, it's going to get close to 80 here. But it's so weird because it's just real wet and foggy and nasty and kind of drizzly. So it's really, it's nasty weather. It's just wet and yucky. If the sun would be out and sun shining, that'd be great. But we're not getting any sunshine. This is just cloud shine. The sun's trying to come through, but the cloud's not letting it. Anyway, I don't watch a lot of football. You know, I'm not a big fan or anything, but when there's a playoff game or something like that on, I like to watch it if it's something exciting. I watched that Kansas City Chiefs and New England Patriots playoff game. That was a good game. That was really exciting. The reason why I watched it is because I have a really good friend from Kansas City. Her and her husband were traveling on that day, and they were in an airplane and not able to watch the game. So I was watching the game for them. Hey, Jim. He's a new subscriber. So hi, a shout out to Jim. Okay, they said they were at the gate, and they said nobody wanted to get on the airplane because everybody was huddled around the TV watching the playoff. And so the pilot told them, all right, we'll give you 8 minutes to finish the game. And so they watched it for 8 minutes. And right when they had to get back on the plane, they went into overtime. So they didn't get to see who won until they landed. So they missed a good, the good part. But I guess they got to see some of it anyway. That was a good game. A lot better, I think, than the game from the Super Bowl. But they should have probably been playing the Saints, and it would have been a lot more exciting, a lot funner game to watch. But hey, things happen how they happen, right? Anyway, I stayed on my diet during the Super Bowl game. I'm still on my keto diet. I'm not losing any weight. I don't know what the hell's wrong. I was so hungry this past week. I was starving. Every night I went to bed and I was hungry. I was like, I'm going to eat something. I was just ready to bust out and eat something really naughty, But I would say, come on, Trudy, it's just, it's 10:30 at night, 11 o'clock at night. Go to bed. Just go to sleep. So I went to bed hungry night after night after night. And I'm just not losing any more weight. I don't know what the hell's wrong. My daughter's like, you're not doing the diet right. I'm like, she has a lot of weight to lose, and it's just falling off her like crazy. And I could probably lose another maybe 10, maybe 15 pounds at the most. And it's just really hard to get off. Really, really hard. I don't know what the hell I'm doing wrong. So to stay on my diet, I made chopped barbecue sandwiches for everybody. And I made keto-friendly meat. I didn't put a sweet sauce in it. I put I made my own sauce with sugar-free ketchup, and vinegar and all that. So it was smoky flavored. I think I put maple extract in it and a little liquid smoke, So it had the smoky, barbecue-y flavor, but it didn't have any sugar in it at all. So I ate that. They had a bunch of barbecue sauce on theirs, which I would have loved, but I didn't touch it. They had cakes there. They had cookies. There were so many things for me to pass up, but I passed them all up. I had jalapeno poppers that I made. I made those cheese chips, grated cheese that you cook in the oven. They come out like crispy chips. They're really good. I ate those, and I made myself some sugar-free Jell-O with whipped cream. So I had that for dessert. So I was a good girl. I didn't gain any weight at the Super Bowl. Yay! But I didn't lose any either. But anyway, so I did okay. I stayed on it. Now, I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay on it. If I'm not losing weight, I mean, I feel like my skin's tightening up. I feel like maybe I'm losing some inches, but I'm going to keep going and see what happens, you know. At least this helps my daughter, so, and it's not bad for me. We're eating good fats, you know, so. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I have already done all the cards, and I've consulted my pendulums, my yes-no pendulum, and I've consulted the cards and everything, and I'm going to just give y'all a rundown on my prediction for the Democratic candidates, okay? I'm going to break it up into 2 videos. The first up is going to be that Howard Schultz guy that's running for president, the billionaire founder of CEO of Starbucks. So here we go. And then I'll tell you, I'll do 4 more in the next video. I'll do 4 this video and then 4 more on the next, okay? So what do we know? You know, this guy's a billionaire. We had a billionaire in office right now, and we're not caring for that too much, although they're completely 2 different people. And I see that he's a kind, good, nice man, but also he's a billionaire, and with that comes a huge ego, huge ego. So I want to, you know, maybe it's coming from a good place, but I'm a little standoffish for billionaires. You know, that's the way I feel. But I just looked at the cards, you know, I try not to let my thoughts influence my reading of the cards. I know he's given insurance to all his employees, even part-timers. So he's a good man. He even gave 2 years of free college to his employees. So he seems to be a really, 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 really kind man. But you know, anybody that runs for office, anybody, has got a big ego. If they think they could be elected president, they got a big ego. I mean, they really do. So anyway, the way I read the cards is he starts off with really good intentions. He's searching for a path to voters. And it's really a battle for him. Just one thing after another comes up. I think he just faces a lot of obstacles, you know, people that just don't believe in him, won't back him. And I think there's lots of people that don't want him to run. And in the end, I don't think he's going to be too happy. I really don't. I think he's going to feel like he's in hell, you know, and he's not going to be elected. And I think he's going to be, I think he's going to really be miserable through this process. He's going to have a lot of grief, a lot of sleepless nights, and I think he'll regret that he even decided to open his mouth about running for office. I really do. I think he's going to regret it. I don't think it's going to work out at all for him. So I think that's a no-go. I don't think that's going to happen at all. So I don't think we have to worry about him in any capacity, and I think he's very nice. I think they'll eat him alive, my opinion. That's my opinion. But the card said that he'll have regrets in the end, so he got, you know, I think it was the 9 of Swords at the very end, so it doesn't look good for him at all. Okay, then we go to Cory Booker. I like Cory Booker. He's the senator of New Jersey. He's a very outspoken guy. He stands up for whatever he believes in, and he's willing to take the consequences for it. Remember, he released all those confidential documents on Kavanaugh during that hearing. Remember, he just put it on his website. He put it all out there. He really, really does want to make a difference. I think he's feeling very restricted. I think because of his relationship with the other Dems that are running, you know, he has loyalty and respect for his, you know, fellow Democrats. So I think he's going to find this really challenging to have to say something like unkind or potentially hurtful about his opponents. So I think he'll have a little bit of a dilemma there. I think it'll be hard for him. I really do. You know, they've been very supportive of each other, and then all of a sudden he has to tear down one of them. So it's going to be really hard. I think, you know, when you're running for office, it's easy, you know, as I've seen it, this is the way I see it, it's very easy to get corrupt, you know, that you just get so involved with it, you can just, you know, easily become corrupt. So I think that this will lead him. He doesn't want to become corrupt. He doesn't want to be like the other guys, you know. He doesn't want to put his beliefs aside. He doesn't want to become one of those corrupt people. So this is going to lead him to make a judgment call, I think. And he may just even drop out, you know, because he doesn't want to go through, he don't want to go down that road, put it that way. So I'm not sure, but I think he might just drop out. But he is a person that sticks to his beliefs and to his convictions. So I still believe that ultimately he will not be the Democratic nominee. No matter what, he won't be the Democratic nominee. Even if he sticks with it, I don't think he will turn out to be the nominee. Okay, well, then we go to Kristin Gillibrand. She's the senator of New York, and she won her seat with like 67% of the vote. So she's very well liked in New York. So she's doing something right. I don't think this was her idea. I don't think that she just said, I want to run for president. I think they came to her and they asked her to run for president. I think they even maybe had to push her and convince her a little bit, you know. I think she was hesitating. And I think she had just so many people that were backing her up and, you know, pushing her to go forward. And she's already raised a lot of money. So she has a lot of financial backing too. And she has lots of money for her campaign. So people were really pushing her and shoving her forward. So that could convince anybody, right? So, you know, of course, as anybody in her position and all these people in their position, they have egos, you know. So I think she made the decision, you know, to run. So, you know, because it sounded good. They all, you know, were supporting her. So she ended up making the decision to run. But I think it's going to be really tough for her. I tried to get an answer on her. I kept getting a maybe. Even with the cards, I got a maybe. And then when I consulted the pendulum, it was just going round and round. I couldn't get a yes or a no. So I'll have to check later. I'm not sure about her, so I don't know. She looks really, really strong, although I think she really hesitated in the beginning. But she's got a lot of backing, so I don't know. But that didn't influence me. It was just the cards said maybe. It was just a maybe. I didn't get a clear answer, so I guess, you know, Spirit doesn't want us to know right now what's going on with her. So we'll have to check back later. I'll check back again, you know, and I don't know, a month or 2 months or something, see how it's going. Now I have Joe Biden next. I know he hasn't said if he'll run or not, so I'm asking, will Joe Biden run for president? I love Joe Biden. I love him. He can reach across the aisle. He's good buddies with, you know, the Dems and Republicans. He's been there forever. Everybody knows him. He is the kindest man, and he is considering this very carefully. He's considering the long-term consequences to his legacy. You know, he has a lot at stake. He has a wonderful legacy. And, you know, he doesn't want to ruin that. So I think the people love him and they're offering support. But there's some hesitation. There's some hesitation that I see. I think in the end, one of the cards that said that he will run for presidency. Even though he has a lot of hesitancy, I think he's going to decide to run for president in the end. That's what the cards and the pendulum said. So we'll see how that turns out. We'll see if it turns out right or wrong. So we'll all keep score and see if I get any right or not. I hope so. Okay, the next video that I'm going to do will be on Pete Buttigieg, I think that's how you say his name. Julian Castro, he was a mayor of San Antonio, so I know him, you know, from being the mayor. Even though I'm not in San Antonio, I'm right outside it, so we get all the San Antonio news. Yeah, and then Elizabeth Warren, I'll do her, and Tulsi Gabbard. I think that's how you say her name, Gabbard. I think that's how. Hope I'm not shredding her name. So I'll do the next video on them. I have to do my cards and consult the pendulum. It takes a lot of time. So I don't want to, you know, I can't take all that time. It's already been 15 minutes just telling you what I figured out. Anyway, thank you guys for watching my videos. Thank y'all for all the messages. I read them all. I can't reply to all of them, but I do read them all, I promise you. I appreciate them. They're very nice and encouraging. And thanks for all the prayers for my granddaughter. She went to the interview and she felt really good about it, but she's waiting for her letter. So she won't know for a while, but I'll let y'all know when she gets the letter what happened, okay? So just keep your prayers going. So hopefully she'll get in. This may be a full scholarship for her, y'all, so it'll be really good. It would be really, really good. Okay, so you guys, you can still get a Celtic Cross 10-card video reading for $30. And I have the rose quartz pendulums, and I have amethyst. They're about 2 inches long. So they're nice size. They're nice size. They come with a 24-inch chain, and they come in a little pouch. I have pouches all different colors. So you'll get a little pouch. I don't know which color, but you'll get a little pouch, and you'll get a 24-inch chain with a rose quartz or an amethyst for $25. If you'd like one, just send me an email. My email is down below. If you push that little arrow and go down, it'll give you my email, but it's very easy. It's trudyleetarot@hotmail.com. So if you'd like a reading or a pendulum, just let me know, okay? I have been kind of busy. That's why I haven't made too many videos lately, but hopefully I'll have some time to make some more. I'm going to do this next video and put it out, okay? All right, guys, y'all have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for listening to me. I know I ramble. All right, do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. Bye for now, guys. Love you.